Hello, guys.
Hello, అందరికి నమస్కారం. We're going to talk about post-match analysis of Sunrisers Hyderabad versus Delhi Capitals in Qualifier 2. మన సన్రైజర్స్ ఇంతవరకు వచ్చారు, చాలా బాగా ఆడారు. కానీ దే కుడెంట్ ఆల్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మ్యాచ్లో వాళ్ళు గెలవలేకపోయారు. కానీ అది పక్కకు పెడితే మాత్రం ఇంతవరకు సీజన్ మొత్తంలో అసలు క్వాలిఫై కూడా అవ్వడం చాలా కష్టం అనుకునే స్టేజ్ నుంచి క్వాలిఫై అయ్యి అన్ని మంచి టీమ్స్ ని హై క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ క్రికెట్ ఆడుతూ వచ్చారు. ఇప్పుడు ఓడిపోయారు, విచ్ దే విల్ బి డిసప్పాయింటెడ్. కానీ ఫర్ షూర్ వాళ్ళ ఫ్యాన్స్ అందరినీ చాలా గర్వంగా దే మేడ్ దే ఫ్యాన్స్ వెరీ ప్రౌడ్. సో విల్ గో రైట్ ఇన్ టు ద మ్యాచ్ అండ్ think it was a very good toss win for Delhi Capitals. And I think Shreyas Iyer really took a good call by batting first because the pitch was completely different. This was more of a batting pitch than what we have seen in Eliminator. I think 170, 180 was a pass score on that pitch, and I think Delhi scored a little bit extra of 9 runs over there. What do you feel?
या एग्जैक्टली देखो लाइक उस दिन टॉस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट था दिल्ली कैपिटल्स के लिए, क्योंकि उन्होंने जो पिछले मैच जो हारे थे, लाइक टॉस जीत के उन्होंने बॉलिंग की थी मुंबई इंडियंस के खिलाफ, सो उन पे भारी पड़ गया था. तो इस टाइम वो लकी रहे, टॉस जीते तो लोग अपने एडवांटेज लेने लगे. दे वांटेड टू बैट फर्स्ट, सो उन्होंने बैटिंग किया. और एक और पॉजिटिव मूव हमें दिखाई दिया, मार्कस स्टोनिस हमें ओपनिंग करते हुए दिखाई दिए. सो बहुत अच्छा मतलब डिसीजन था वो, हम इसके बारे में बात कर चुके हैं ऑलरेडी. और पृथ्वी शॉ को ड्रॉप कर दिया गया था एंड शमरॉन हेटमायर अगेन 11 में दिखाई दिए. सो एक बैलेंस बन चुका था. एक स्टार्ट भी अच्छा लिया था दिल्ली कैपिटल्स ने. जिस तरह स्टोइनिस खेल रहे थे तो उससे लग रहा था कि धवन भी थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस में आ गए थे, वो भी खुल के खेलने लगे और एक पार्टनरशिप जम गई थी. तो वो प्लेटफॉर्म सज गया था कि आगे के जो बैट्समैन जो आएंगे उसके हिसाब से वो प्लेटफॉर्म को कैपिटलाइज करके एक अच्छा टोटल बोर्ड में लगा देंगे. तो आई थिंक दैट बैटिंग ऑर्डर shuffle did really made the trick for Delhi Capitals, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at one point of time, there were like 10 overs, 100 runs. It really seemed about 200 was possible, on the pitch. And Sunrisers didn't help themselves by dropping those many catches. Delhi has been a team which has. We have to really ask the owners, like what puja did you guys do? What did you follow on? Come to this tournament, because I had very massive luck going in their favor. And in these kind of big tournaments, you need luck. If you have to go through those situations, you need to have luck. And Sun SRH has been quite a decent fielding side, but somehow see when it mattered the most, if you're dropping 3 catches, and I think and all the 2 catches has been very very costly. Marcus Stoinis, though I think though Delhi would keep it in their account, that the move has worked, but the move has almost failed. If had they actually taken that wicket, again that was very beautiful captaincy from David Warner, keeping that trap. You might argue it was a tough catch or not, but again, Jason Uller is a very tall person. You have seen that it wasn't like he was diving or something. He reacted late, and that was one. And he went on to score around 38 or something, and he was on 3.
Yeah.
There you gave away 35 runs, and one more thing was Nadeem dropping Shimran Hetmyer, because Hetmyer was looking really good when he played that Jason Holder shot. Hitting a 6 on the offside is very very difficult. On the leg side,
That's right.
it's usually your natural swing, bad swing, so it's easier to hit. But that shot, that really showed how good the pitch was and how good Nick Hetmyer was. So that catch was very important. Again, Hetmyer finished off very well. If SRH actually hold to their catches, I think they could have restricted Delhi to 160, which would have been an easier target to achieve. So I think for SRH, SRH lost this match basically due to fielding, because even when they came to chase, They lost Warner early, which was a big blow. But despite that, they gave a fight and coming up to 170. So that means the pitch was good.
Yeah.
So had they taken those catches, the score would have been lesser than they could have chased it as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, catches. Even Warner was complaining about it in the post-match presentations. But yeah, again, uh, in this standards, and when you're playing an eliminator game, yeah, you have to be very careful about all these things. But talking about Delhi Capitals, I think they now still see they have their move has worked. They literally their move has worked, and Marcus Stone's batting above has given that cushion, as I told. But again, despite scoring those 190 runs, what I personally felt that still you let the opposition score 170 runs. Like you after scoring 190, you let them score 170, and you can't repeat the same mistake against a team like Mumbai Indians, so who will not let any opportunity go away. So one more thing I wanted to talk about is playing three spinners wouldn't be a good idea going into the finals.
Three spinners, yeah. I think it depends upon Mumbai.
Hmm.
We'll talk about it in the other video.
Hmm.
But I think I think Delhi calculated very well. When they were playing, if you actually see the match figures, Jason Holder and Nadim had a very bad day.
Hmm. Hmm.
There
Hmm.
were two bowlers who went at 12 runs per over. They
Hmm.
costed them around 50 each, 100 runs from two bowlers. If you see remaining bowlers, they were fine. They were at 6 runs, 6.5, and 8 runs per over.
Hmm. Hmm.
And here there was one more strategical mistake that was made by David Warner by taking Priyam Garg.
Hmm.
Priyam
Hmm.
Garg, I mean, he's talented and all,
Hmm.
but he has been a disappointment this season. To be
Correct.
very honest, because except for that one knock against CSK in the third match, he hasn't showed up. Why to keep him? Instead, bring in Abhishek Sharma. You have the six scoring option.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, Vijay Shankar getting injured, it didn't really help their cause either.
Wasn't it a good idea to open with Kane Williamson at that point of time?
No, no, no. I think it was good move by opening Priyam Garg
Hmm.
because see, I see it was pretty clear that Sunrisers were batting with four batsmen.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
that they didn't even give an option to Srivatsa Goswami.
Yeah.
He came after Rashid Khan. Means you can understand the confidence on what the SRH management has it on him, and it's very difficult to straight away come in and play in the qualifying grounds as well. But two chances, two duckouts.
Yeah.
So they surely didn't have that much confidence on Srivatsa Goswami.
Hmm. Hmm.
And Priyam Garg was becoming a burden in middle.
Yeah.
We have seen against RCB, he spent a lot of balls.
Yeah. Correct.
When you take some time, it's important that keep the scoreboard ticking.
Hmm.
If you
Hmm. Hmm.
take time, it's your responsibility to score well and get out.
Hmm.
When he took so many balls, and when it was time to break the shackles, he played a
Hmm.
loose shot and got out.
Yeah. Correct.
It
Correct.
just made RCB come into this match, get a tighter grip over that match. So I think they didn't want Priyam Garg. Basically, I think more than having Goswami up or something, they
Hmm.
didn't want to have Priyam Garg in the middle, especially if they're chasing. So they
Hmm.
opened up, which I think was a pretty good move because first over he scored well, and I think the killer blow was Warner.
Yeah. Correct.
I
Correct.
think even Warner couldn't believe it because it hit his pads and went to the stumps.
No, swinging.
So but it was also a good delivery as
Yeah.
well because Rabada, Delhi's performance is directly related, it directly depends upon Rabada's performance. If Rabada performs well, Delhi wins. If Rabada doesn't perform, Delhi doesn't win. And he is the linchpin for Delhi Capitals. And Warner in this chase, right? If he would have scored at least 20 runs up top, I
Hmm.
think it would have helped. It would have helped the team,
Hmm.
but it was that kind of a day. Warner didn't score, and they kept losing wickets in the right intervals. Again, Stoinis came back and he bowled excellently well. But
Hmm.
despite all that, I think Sunrisers really played well,
Yeah.
because there was a point where the equation was 10 from 23 runs. It's
Hmm.
almost like the World Cup, India New Zealand.
Hmm. Hmm.
10 from 23. You
Hmm. Hmm.
had Samad and Rashid,
Hmm.
because Samad was going well. I mean, he finally showed up,
Hmm.
because we could see he's talented, but he's still work in progress. He has to still work hard. It's important that you give match winning performances, but nonetheless, I think SRH. I think though they'll be disappointed, but I think they'll be proud of themselves. Actually, as yesterday, even we have seen after SRH losing, many cricket experts, many commentators, and even if you go to SRH fan page, though they lost, all the fans actually were praising them. No, despite having these many injuries, because you lost Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, you lost Mitchell Marsh. When you thought Vijay Shankar is doing well, Vijay Shankar was gone. Riddhiman Shah was doing well, then Riddhiman Shah was gone.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I think that factor itself they didn't have. They were always coming into the tournament. They were always lagging due to injuries. But despite that, making it to the playoffs, finishing third in the tournament, I think it's a tremendous achievement for them. They have certainly showed how brave they are.
Yeah, exactly, and especially when even Delhi after taking those quick wickets. Until then, when Kane Williamson was batting, you can't breathe the sigh of relief. You know that in the quality, how much of a quality he possesses, and he has the capacity to win the match for you, even though it's not as highly rated as as a T20 player. But he showed, back to back matches you have seen him consistently scoring over 50 runs. So you don't know if he had batted for at least for one more over, I don't know what would have been the result. But again, Kane Williamson, despite those early blows, I thought he really contributed well. A word on Kane Williamson, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he has been, though Warner has scored most number of runs, I'm very sure the runs which Kane Williamson has scored are the most crucial runs. No, they have come in the most pressure point of time. And he has played an excellent knock against RCB. He played a good knock over here too, because I felt he was in a really good nick. He was able to hit sixes on will. More than the fours. Whenever he wanted, he was able to hit a six. So I
Hmm.
think I felt probable if Williamson and Summer played a couple of overs more, I think match would have been much more closer. But that's it. I think we know Williamson. We have seen him playing for New Zealand. Though despite losing that final, he was very gracious.
Hmm.
So even after this match, he would be very very gracious. But I think it's very very important right now for SRH to do something going into next season, because it's only 3 4. It's going to be only 4 5 months.
Hmm.
So they have to really plug their holes. It's not like they don't have an issue. They have a major glaring issue of middle order. They invested a lot in youngsters, and they didn't deliver it. So I think it's important that Williamson has that cushion. You can't expect him to always come and deliver it. So I think that is something SRH has to take. And as far as Delhi Capitals is concerned, when it mattered the most, they performed. They did well. They showed up well, and I think you got to give that credit to Delhi Capitals as well, and especially to Ricky Ponting. You could see those tactical changes being made by Ricky Ponting. Which, like you mentioned, I think most of them has worked well in their favor.
Hmm.
So they'll be playing against Mumbai Indians in the next match. So we have to see whether they'll how it's going to turn out for them.
So that was it, guys. Our take on the last match, eliminator match before the final. So now we have the finalists on the hand now. So we'll talk about it in a later video. Until then, bye bye. Take care.